Alright, that should put us live there. I think I need to adjust my settings a little bit more for the volume here. Audio, I'm going to turn down the music volume a little bit. There we go. Alright. Okay, we're live in Dwarf Fortress. So, to give you all an idea of how new I am at this, I created a world once. That's it. I haven't even really started an actual fortress before. So, we're going to try it out. Thought we'd give it a try. I wanted to do this because it seems something like my community members were interested in seeing me do a live stream of Dwarf Fortress. And I was trying to do this earlier today, but due to unexpected circumstances around my house, I had to delay my stream quite a bit. So here we're going to do it this evening. But we're going to create a new world and just see what we can do. If people are out there in chat, got ideas and things and tips, I'm all ears. So, let's get started here. Alright, give me a second. There we go. Alright. We're just going to create a new world. Welcome to Dwarf Fortress. Prepare to guide your stout charges. Your fortune in a world fraught with many perils. You'll begin by creating your world and watching the region's history unfold. Once this process is complete, you can prepare a group and send them out to seek wealth deep in the mountains. As you dig deeper and more citizens take up residence in your outpost. Okay. They're basically just telling us what our starting is. Alright. So let's click OK. So now the question is, what do we want to do? So, history length 100 years. Medium, large. Number of civilizations, medium. Sites, medium. Beasts, savagery. Mineral occurrence everywhere. Okay. We might just go with the standard. So let's just go create world. Okay, I can see what looks like roads and towns starting to pop up as it's creating our world. Alright. So, it's called Legendary Universes. One rejected. Interesting. An abridged chronicle. Okay, so we can play now, keep world, and return to the main menu. Press WASD or drag the middle mouse button to recenter. Alright. Oh, okay, so these stats over here are like the stats of the tile my mouse is over. Interesting, so we have some dwarven fortresses here. Up in the mountains. What is this? Oh, these are elven forest retreats. Okay. Interesting. What's that? That is a dwarven fort. That is a a monastery, sorry. These are human towns up here. That's a mysterious lair. As is that. What is this? Doom Canyons. Dark Human Pits. Then I have no idea what that means. Dark Goblin Pits. More dark human pits. Interesting. What's this? Human hamlets. Dwarven hillocks. Interesting. A dark dwarven fortress. Oh, so there can be like evil dwarves. Serious dungeon. Dark human pits again. What's that? That's a fortress. Iron, gold. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that is. I guess it's like a dwarven fortress, maybe? It doesn't say dwarven fortress, it says fortress. Huh. Okay, so we can actually go over this way too. Is that a volcano? It is. Alright. Can we zoom in? Alright, let's see here. Where do we want to set up? What is this down here? Serene. This is a fairly big map. Another monastery down there. What's that? Hillocks. Not sure what that is. Dark goblin pits. Tomb. I don't think we want to build next to a tomb. All surrounding shallow, little soil, heavy aquifer, iron, gold, silver. Shallow sand. Alright. Light aquifer, little soil, shallow sand, iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel. A flux stone layer. Interesting. I'm not sure where we want to get set up. A lot of goblins over there. A lot of humans over here. Exterior Slayer, Dwarven Hillock. So we've got a little dwarven civilization over here. Bell times. Anger of Homes. The Land of Mothers. Interesting. Okay. If someone in chat wants to, like, drop in here and tell me how to read these things. Alright. Finger of Homes. What I'd really kind of like. So, I guess I do play now. What's that do? Saving world. Okay. Try to figure out how I select my starting site. Okay. Select a game type to begin. Events and other modes are incorporated here. An individual party. Well, we want to do the standard. We're going to do a fortress. Okay. I don't know if I want to do the tutorial or not. I was advised that I should probably do the tutorial. Yeah, we'll try the tutorial. Looks like it's going to put us over here next to the elves. Looks like we don't get a choice before we start. Alright. A dwarven outpost. You've arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek is finally ended for the glory of All's. Let's see. There are almost no supplies left. Without labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting to supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve, secure lodgings, ere the wolves get hungry. Okay, so basically it's telling us dig out a home before the wolves get hungry. Alright, camera controls. WASD. Elevation is E. C. Oh, C. So E is up, C is down. Okay. Mouse wheel also does that. It's reverse of what I would think. Alright. View underground will be dark until we begin mining. F1 recenters on our wagon. Okay, next. You can zoom in and out. Oh. Control mouse wheel. There we go. Which is good. I actually want to zoom out a little bit. Alright, cool. Mining. Start by digging a stairwell into the ground. Alright. Mining mode. Stairwell. Okay, there are several ways to mine. Stairwell selected. Start at one elevation. Then move the camera down. Hey, bud.
Good night. I love you.
I love you too, bud. That was my kid coming to say goodnight, everybody.
And hello, everybody. I hope you have a good video with my dad.
Alright, so let's see here. Where do I want to build my... A little further away from the mountain than I'd like to be. But you know what? We'll just dig down. Say right over here, I think. That'll give us some space. Alright, so let's zoom in a little bit. Alright, so let's see here. So if we dig down right here, that'll still give us easy access to the river. So do that. Nope, that's the wrong way. There we go. Alright. Cool. So how do I unpause? Spacebar. Alright, there we go. Finish mining. Okay, it repaused. Alright, there we go. Okay, I'm still having to get used to that. Alright. Let's pause it again here. Let's make a safe place to work. Select regular mining. Move to the left of the stairs. That one. And dig rectangular. Basically, it wants us to build a stockpile. Got it. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something I've seen another YouTuber do. There we go. I'm going to dig out a little larger area here. We're going to go off to this way a little bit. And then I think for stockpile, let's do a door here and a door here. And then we'll do a stockpile like this. There we go. Let's unpause that and see how that goes. And welcome to the stream, folks. I hope y'all are having a good day. We're just working on learning Dwarf Fortress here. Had my kid come by and, you know, say goodnight after he got done with his shower and everything. Alright, so what's it telling me here? You can order a meeting area, so regular mining, stockpiles, workshops, okay. Later you can order construct a meeting area from the zones menu. Okay, so alright, supplies on the wagons are in danger of being carried off by wild animals trying to build stockpile. Open this stockpile. Yeah, got it. I need to let them finish mining game. I think I only have one miner dwarf. Anyone else noticing it seems like I've only got one dwarf down here mining? Might have overworked said dwarf here. What are the rest of y'all doing? Letting this one dwarf mine? Alright, so we did that. Place all stockpile. Okay. I'd like this dwarf to finish, like, mining here. Because I kind of want to go over here, but not... I don't think I'm going to cover up the sand. Come on, dwarf. This poor lone dwarf. Alright. Yeah, we're starting to get some sand here. Come on, dwarf. Good lord, cat. My cat just got sick. There we go. Alright. So there we go. How do I customize this? Alright. Click the add button and add 2 corners of stockpile. Okay, once the tile is placed, click then select the all option. Ah, there it is. Ha. Ha ha ha. Alright, so they're starting to bring stuff down here. The shelter ready, it's time to build. First, we need building materials like wood or boulders. Dedicate the wooden stockpile. Haulers also drop wood in your all stockpile unless you turn it off. Open tree felling. Okay, so tree felling. Here we go. And let's grab these trees here. There we go. And then we need a wood stockpile. I think I'll do that over here, like, next to this. There we go. Except we want this to be wood. Alright. Jump down tree, wood stockpile, got it. Okay, now that we've got the building materials, time to start building workshops. We're going to do many things. Okay, so it wants us to build workshops now. So let's mine out an area here for some workshops. There we go. And this will be our workshop area here. Place a carpenter's workshop. Workshops. Where's my carpenter? Carpenter. There we go. What do we have here? Mined into something here. Keep forgetting that scroll does not zoom in. It changes our depth. Definitely need more than one miner dwarf. What's going on here? What is this thing? How do I see... Is there some way for me to, like, mouse over and see things? Can I move this? No. Let me pause real quick. Where is my menu? That's my alerts. Where's my menu? Map. Menu. Tasks. Labor. Justice. Citizens information. Designate for forbidden and stuff. Well, hello again, bud. You came back.
Yep, to hug you.
Well, thank you, bud. You have a good night. Get some sleep, all right?
All right. See you in the morning, Dad.
See you in the morning, buddy. Careful. All right. Where is my display water magma depth? Numerically. Show up and down arrows at current elevation. Oh wait, here's some times. Nope, let's see your settings. Game. I'm trying to figure out how I see up and down arrows, replace thirst, engravings obscured. No. Alright, let's see here. Vertical ranges. Multi-threading. There's got to be some way for me to see what kind of material they're digging into, right? Someone out there got any experience with that? Difficulty, it's all fine. Let's see here. Let's see, done with that. Return to game. For that. Okay, I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna let them dig it out. I'll figure it out. Can I drag this? No, we cannot drag that. We struck magnetite, okay, which is an iron ore. That's it. Bloodstone, native platinum. Wow, we've had all kinds of cool stuff here. And dendritic agate, which I think is a gem. So, okay, interesting. Right. Okay, dwarves, y'all are down here, like, having a drink or something. We're gonna need to get some more food going here soon. I also need y'all to do more mining. Do I only have one pickaxe or something? I don't know. Alright, I think we're ready to build our workshop for the carpentry. Workshops, carpentry. Yeah, like right there. There we go. We'll use mountain. We'll just use shale. Because we've got some stone shale just right next to us. Now let's save wood for other things. There we go. Pick the workshop. Got it. Alright. Add task, make bed. And it wants us to make a bed. Alright. So there we go. Our carpenter dwarf is making the bed. They've made a bed. We need to place a bed. Alright, so how do I place a bed? Build. I think it's furniture. Yep. And then bed. Do you want to put like a bed like... Okay, so yeah, let's take a new room first. So let's do some regular mining here. Send our hallway off this way a little bit. Then I think what we'll do is we'll do our bedroom over here. 5 by 5 bedroom. Get a nice bedroom for our dwarves here. These gonna be luxury dwarves. We'll go this way. That. Do that. There we go. How many dwarves do we have, actually? U for citizens. Nope. Nope. Says you. Why is that not working? Can I not use my hotkeys until I complete the tutorial? Is that what's going on here? T tasks? Nope. Yeah, looks like my hotkeys are disabled until I complete the tutorial, I guess. Alright. What would it be? A B works? Okay, so that's got to be what it is. Furniture. Bed. We're going to put a bed in here. Yep, that one's fine. Welcome to the stream, folks. What do we hit now? We have struck Sardonyx and Murin. I'm not sure what those are. Okay, the rest of the interface is now enabled. Okay, it was. You now click on creatures, items, just as you click on buildings. Click on a creature or resident. So there we go. So we have a fisher dwarf who wants to fish. Woodcutter, mason, alright. So stonecrafter and mason. So we definitely want to get our stonecrafter busy and our planter busy. And there's our leader. Okay. So he's going to need a nice house. So fisher dwarf. Okay, click on a citizen or creature. There we go. Overview, items, health, skills. Efficient fisher dwarf. Skills. Combat, proficient fighter, social, other skills. Adequate musician and singer, knowledge. Interesting. Okay, close the panel. Close the information sheet. Right, so do I need to go do that again there? Okay, no, I got it. Important, urgent, or things. Okay, you can recenter on. This is an example. All right, dismiss. There we go. Okay. You may need supplies before becoming an inventor. You must build a trade depot from the build menu. You'll need something of value. Crafts are a great way. Workshops, crafts, got it. If you dig down enough layers, you'll find near infinite amount of boulders of various kinds, as well as some rough gems. If you're lucky, gems can be cut and encrusted on crafts. Okay. There's a lot to learn. Click the help button. Got it. Okay, so there we go. We have completed that. So now, let's pause for a second. So, let's see here. Let's build the trade depot. I think we're going to build that, say, right here. It's not too far from our base. We'll build this out of... Needs 3. So we'll build that out of shale. Go. Then... So you're not stockpile zones. Fishing. So we're going to set up a fishing zone here. There we go. Accept. There we go. Okay. So let's see here. What else do I need to do? Gather fruits and leaves. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, I want to gather all the fruits and leaves in this area. Get some extra food going. We're going to zoom back in. Augustus. Sorry, my cat was doing something he knows better than to do. He's trying.
He tried.
Alright, sorry about that. Okay, where was I? Let's go back down a level. Go, and I kind of think I want to make a farming area now. So there's our main stairwell down. I should probably actually do a better job of fortifying this area. That's okay. We'll figure it out. So let's go. I want to go over one, like, just a little bit here. There we go. And then I think we'll do our other stairwell down here. There we go. And we're going to unpause and let them mine that out. And then let's build some more workshops. So we'll do a crafts workshop like here. And We'll just build this one out of hazel logs. And let's see here. Another workshop. Probably going to need... stoneworker would probably be a good idea. There we go. And it can also just be out of wood. Cool. Alright, let's also add a new task here. Let's make a bed. Not indefinitely. How do I edit this? There we go. Well, I think it's work orders, right? Okay, we have to assign a manager. So we'll just do this a few times, make a few beds there. Is there a way I wish there was a way for me to, like, increase the number on this without having to assign a manager just yet. Alright, so we don't want to use that as a bedroom. Oh, see, now it's showing me. So that's Cinnabar. That's Murin. What is this? Rough Bloodstones. That's a Magonite. Sure, Magonite is. Right, so we got Sand, Limonite, Cinnabar again, more Limonite. Interesting. All right, so they got that done. I had a chest here. So this is for making, like, you know, our rock walls and stuff. So let's see here. I think rock blocks, right? We're just going to set indefinitely on that. That way they'll carve up the boulders and the blocks. And let's do a little more mining. So let's see here. I want to basically duplicate these rooms here. There we go. And we're going to go this way a little bit. Go over this way a little bit. We'll just actually go all the way across over here. There we go. That will fill these in because these are going to be extra bedrooms. There we go. Alright. Did she dig down yet? She's working. Alright, they're working on it. Got it. What's this down here? Hematite. That's iron, for sure. What do we have down here? Microselene. Anything else? Alright. What's this here? Shale. So we have shale and stuff. And more lignite. And more shale. Lots of shale in this place. Alright. There we go. So let's see here. Let's place some more furniture. We're going to do another bed. Yep. Hazel bed is fine. And let's add a new task. Let's do a door. Rock door. And a rock door. Rock door. So you're gonna making the doors. Good. Alright. Let's go ahead and need some more storage space. So I'm going to add another storage area over here. And we'll go ahead and knock out that section there. Section there. And we'll even do a middle one just for fun. There we go. 3, 4. So cancel that one. Hold on. Remove mining. There we go. 2. Yeah, that's better. Now it's even. Sorry, my OCD was starting to bother me there. Got some underwater here, so let's see here. Can I turn that on? Okay, there we go. So we don't know what's down here. Alright, what's this? Grass. That. Our trade depot's ready. We're gonna need a kitchen. Workshop. Farming? I think farming's also where you get, like, the kitchen. Yep, there's the kitchen. We'll do that there. And shell blocks is fine for that. There we go. And then we're going to go up a level. And I want to put in some farmland here. Workshops, farming, farm plot. So I think this area over here is going to be... What's this? Okay, so that needs mud or soil. Yep, so they're working on that. Go. Then there we go. Alright, so let's see what else we can do. Crafts. And actually, let me pause real quick, because I need to do what? Let's build some more furniture in here, so let's get another bed right here. Hazel bed's fine. Doors and hatches. Doors. Shale door's fine. Oh, wait, do I have to hold shift when I'm doing that? Hold on. Doors and hatches. Door. Okay, there we go. I had to check that keep building after placement thing. There we go. Nope. What about this guy? Nope, I don't need. I'm with workshop. Let's make a few more doors for fun. Go, door. Can I make a hatch? We can make a hatch cover. I'm doing something that I saw another person do. Burn slab thrown. Weapon rack. Millstone. Grave memorial slab. Don't need to do that right now. Let's make cabinets. Alright. So pause that real quick. We're going to build another furniture item. We're going to put a bed in here. The only bed's fine. There we go. Nice, so getting these bedrooms set up. These are going to be nice bedrooms. So zone, bedroom. And we're going to do multi. There we go. We're going to do this. Done. Cool. Unlike multiple zones, zones can overlap. Okay. Can be placed several at a time. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get a few more bedrooms set up here. Actually, I'm going to skip a few. So that's 3. 1, 2. So we need to skip these 3, and then we'll do another one up here. There we go. That way we can do... Not that. Come on. That way we can go through here. Oh, I meant to do a 3 wide, but a 2 wide will be fine for here. Gonna mess up my layout just a hair, but it'll be alright. There we go. There we go. Keep our dwarves nice and busy. Get a few more bedrooms made. Now I need, what is this? Resume construction? No, suspend. Resume construction. Resume? There we go. Alright, kitchen. Add task. Prepare lavish meal. Repeat. And then let me also do a little bit extra mining here. We're going to mine out this little strip right there. Expand this area a little bit. Get a little more workspace. I should probably actually... Can I move these? Yeah, link stockpile. Remove. I can remove them. I can't move them. Okay. Good to know. Hindsight's 20/20, as they say. Alright, so this... Let's leave... let's... Summer now. Pause. Do I have no... I guess I have no seeds. That's a minor problem. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get another stockpile. Oh, stockpile. There we go. Accept all. There we go. That way they'll start bringing stuff down. Okay, let's build some more workshops here. Because I know I'm going to need a brewer. Yeah. So put the brewery here. And shell block is fine. Let's see here. Other workshops. Metalsmith. Jeweler. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a jeweler. Also get shell. There we go. That way we can start cutting some of these gems we've been mining out. What's this here? Pine roots. Oh, so when we knock down that tree that's up there, that's going to cause a slight problem. Alright. I just need to get like an office for my manager. So let's do that. Yep. Where is my stone dwarf? Stone dwarf, I got something else for you here. Make me a couple more doors. Door. Make me a coffer. A cabinet. And... got like a table. You do. Make me a table. And... I don't know if I need a throne. I guess throne. There we go. Alright. What do we have over here? Night jail. Cinnabar. Okay. Refune. Now, here we go. Let's add new task. Sure. Work orders. Okay, pause. Give me a second. Alright, let's see here. Information. Nope. Let's see here. Labor. It's miners, places, tasks, features, justice. Nope. Nobles administration. Here we go. So there's our leader, and we need a manager. So let's add a manager, and we'll use the leader. The leader will be, yeah, okay. And he needs an office, which that's fine. We're working on the office. Let's do that. So let's go furniture. Where's my doors? Doors. Door. Go. Ooh, we'll give him a nice cinnabar door. He gets a red door. And then let's do some more furniture. Table. Oh, we don't have any table yet. Okay. Alright, so still working on tables. He's making the doors right now. And make the coffer, the other stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and do meeting place. We want office. It's going to be this one. There we go. Oh. In order to form throughout, it has to have, okay. It has to have the table and chairs. Got it. Need this guy to be a little faster on his making of stuff. And we are just filling up things like crazy here. Empty food storage item. Okay, so let's go to here. Let's go to task. Let's make barrel, barrel, barrel. Add a couple bins as well. There we go. We're gonna have to add just a few more beds because I'm gonna have like enough beds. Alright, how are we doing here? He's working on, it's like the cabinet. Yep, now he's working on the table. And once we get the table and throne, we can make this guy's office. So it looks like we're doing fine on food. Plants are another matter, though. Add new task. Making the wooden bin. So you made the barrels. Empty food storage item. What happened to my barrels? Did y'all just instantly fill up my barrels? Alright, so hold on. It's an example of alert. It's all fine. Our stray we had an animal. Some migrants have arrived. Okay, cool. There are like 9 dwarves now. Alright. Dog is fighting, the Yakville is fighting. Yakville has been stunned. Okay. What has happened here? Is this my Yakville? Nope, they're just 2 animals fighting. Okay. Alright. Weird. Still, like, got nothing for these. Alright. Let's go up here and do a little plant gathering again. There we go. We'll gather all that up. Alright, so while they work on that, let's place some furniture down. Table. Don't have table. We're still working on the table. This says they should have a table. Hold on. Hold on. Table. No access. Needs to make table. Made a table. Add new task. Table. Table. These dwarves. I don't know. They made tables. So I'll do it. There we go. Let's go ahead. Furniture, bed. Go. Can we put down the table yet? There we go. Now it's got it. Guess they just had to get it into storage somewhere first. Furniture. Chair. There we go. Alright, zone. Bedroom. Okay. There we go. Done. One more bedroom down here. Done. Office. Done. Zones. Alright, can be placed. Got it. So, click on this one. Assign a dwarf. Assign our expedition leader to it. There we go. Alright. Now, if I come over here to labor, go to nobles. Good, he is satisfied. So there we go. So now, we should be able to get some standing work orders right here. All right, add new task. So let's go to work orders, add work order. Brewed drink from plant. Let's say we want to keep like 20. All right, and then we want to check this. Okay, we don't want to make this one time. Add a condition. Nope. Checked seasonally, daily. Restarts if completed. Check daily. That's fine because I want to keep that good. And actually, done. All right, cool. And suggested condition. Rotten fermentable plants. Interesting. All right, so let's go back to, is it labor, kitchen. So seeds, we don't want them. Correct, that's good. Turnip plants, it's fine. Barley is fine. That's all fine. Now, dwarven ale, we do not want them cooking with. This is cooking, right? This is brewing. Yeah, so cooking, brewing. All right. What else do we have? Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Because we don't want them cooking our ale into food. Let's go to other tasks. Work orders. Here we go. All right. Very good. So let's close that. So let's come over here to work orders. Cut gems. Let's do that, and let's change. Nope. So I want. Nope. We'll say 10 is fine. Let's go into here and let's do this. Check that. We'll say daily, just so the gem cutters are doing something. Cool. Then we're gonna come over here. Work orders, add, make bed, 10. We're gonna say check that monthly. Then let's get back over here. Add new task. Let's go into here. Let's go into new task. What does this rock bone show? Okay, interesting. So let's just see what we can make here. Extract metal stands. Lots of things we can do in here. Can I make like stone things? Leather amulets, earrings, tooth, horn, cloth, rock. Oh, here we go. We could make rock crafts. I don't even know what crafts are. So we'll make. Let's go to work orders, rocks. We'll make mugs. Actually, we'll make rock amulets. And let's change that to like 20. And we're going to say check that monthly. Let's go back to here. I'm going to another work order. Let's add another work order. We're going to say rock. And let's do... kind of want to do rings and stuff. So let's do rock rings. And we'll say 20 of those as well. We'll check that monthly. There we go. Cool. And then let's do... I want to make some rock toys. Work orders. Let's go rock toys. Just because, you know, that way we have toys for any baby dwarves we get, and we can always trade them off too. Rock toys. 20. Enter. There we go. And we're going to check that monthly as well. That way, the stonecutter, he's always got something to be working on. And... or the craft dwarf. We're going to add some work orders for this guy. And we're going to say coffers. We're going to check that monthly. Yeah. I was just getting sick all over the place, right? Okay. And let's add another one here. Let's go work orders. Make rock. Say doors, and we'll check that monthly as well. I want the work orders. Good, he's making his beds. Cool. Alright, can I plant anything yet? I don't have seeds yet, do I? What has happened up here? How am I doing on food? I seem to have decent food, and we do seem to be making progress on drinks, which is good. let's do some more gathering of plants and stuff. What's happened over here? Deceased. Pile of blood. Pool of yak blood. It's a yak cow corpse. That wasn't one of our yaks. That's something I should do. Let's do hidden slash pasture. We're gonna say like right here. Except, and then we're also gonna say cut all these trees down like right here. That way those trees are gone. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna say this. We're gonna add assign new or existing locations. So we're gonna add some animals. We're gonna say all of our tamed sows and animals. Apparently I have a camel. A stray creep. I think these are ours, isn't it? There we go. Okay. Now let's go back downstairs. We need to expand our workshop area a bit more. So, do some more mining. What we can do, actually, although it's a grim reminder, when your hardships come, Life caravan from his welcome sight, their eyes are light with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious. Okay, this may not go very well as far as trade goes. All right, so it seems that that's coming. Let me pause this real quick. Come down here. We got some migrants. Yak and the cow are fighting. It's been completed. Kitchen's been completed. Stray dog died. The outpost liaison has arrived. Okay. Alright, so let's go into labor real quick. Nobles administration. Do we have a broker? Proficient negotiator. Oh, our miner. Competent negotiator. Aquatic Canadian. Novice. Skilled appraiser, though. Here we go. Novice liar. Negotiator. Proficient appraiser. See, apparently what you really want is you want someone who's good at appraisal. So I think we might actually go with this skilled appraiser here. There we go. Okay. Keep trying to scroll out. Alright, where's our trade caravan coming in from? It looks like here they come. Okay, so let's move trade goods. There we go. Shale amulets. Yes. Cinnabar amulets. That's the arrows. Do we have any bins? Gym bin. Yeah, so we'll grab this gym bin. What else do we have? What else do we have? Rings? We have some rings. Not great. Toys? Also not great. Cut gems. Wow, I do not have a lot of trade goods. Hmm. Oh, this is gem bins has got a lot of values in it. Barrels, fish. Fish barrel. I have an animal. We do not want to use the animal. Cut gems. These are all worth like 40. So, yeah, sure. We'll just bring all those up there too. Goblets? I have some goblets. Bring up the goblets. Alright. Anything else worth bringing up here? No. I have body parts. I have these shells. Boulders. No. Fish and seeds. Wait, there's seeds. I do have a seed barrel. Okay. Why can't I plant seeds? I'll have to figure that out later. Okay. So there we go. I'm waiting on them to bring all that stuff up here. Looks like they've brought everything up. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. Diplomacy. Area liaison. Let's discuss business. Share information. Okay. Hold on. How do I trade? Broker requested depot. Alright, now trade. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I have cut gems and goblets. So my cut gems are all pretty good. So we got 360 there. Shell mugs, which aren't super valuable. The puzzle boxes. Alright, so we've got these gem bins. What do I have in here that's so valuable? Can I do that? Got some amulets for you and some rings. Oh, we don't have a whole lot. I might have to up my gem cutting here a bit. They've got a goose, dog, some milk, bucket, crossbows, axes, leather armor. I got all kinds of stuff. Let's see here. I don't need dye. Some cave wheat might not be bad. I don't really need. We'll take the pig's tail. And we'll take cave wheat as well. We'll take. Does this contain? Take the that bag as well. Pig's tail, pig's tail. So, cave wheat, pigtail, yellow sand. I don't really need this. This is red sand. What am I saying? So that's cave wheat, and that's good. We don't need the sheep wool bag. We don't just need the random bags. Dimple cap spawn is good because I'll just plant some things here. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have some cloth. Don't really need their amulet. Well, an anvil would be nice. We already have one. I could use their meat. Let's see here. Take all the meat for now. Not going to worry too much about the fish. I will take the plum helmets. And they have blueberries too. Nice. Ooh, they have backpacks. Take a backpack. That'll be good for one of my dwarves to have. I don't need the splints. There are the pathways to composition. I think. We'll take the cheese. Because we're going to take what we can get here. It isn't too crazy expensive. We'll take the thread, the yarn. And you know what? We'll take the fish because they're cheap. Alright. I'm not going to take the anvil. Take the leather. Try to see if they've got a fairly cheap cloth bin. And that's a little much, so let's take that off. Let's see here. We'll take these cheaper ones. Okay, we'll do that. So he'll be satisfied with that. This will give us some cloth. Do you have any cheaper cloth than that? Not really. Okay, so let's trade. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for your business. He seems pleased. Good. So let's close that. Then we'll go to diplomacy and make requests for next year. We want seeds. 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 Here's my seeds. You know what? Cups, mugs, barrels, bags, silks, plants, rope. Plants? No. Seeds. There we go. And we'll just say, yeah, bring us all the seeds. And we'll say, bring us some... Where is the cloth? Say cloth? Yep. I don't know if I want alpaca wool and stuff, though. Clay, tools, yarn. What's under miscellaneous here? There's lots of things. Backpacks. Barrels. Training weapons, crafts. You know what? We'll just leave it at that. We'll just say done. We want the seeds. Okay. We're willing to offer your trader a need for footwear is expected. If you're able to provide some, the caravan will offer 205%. This export agreement only applies to next year's trade. Okay. So basically, if we can make shoes, awesome. Something's collapsed on the surface. Yeah, that was the tree. Yeah, I know. Merchants have unloaded and are trading their goods. Okay, so here we go. We no longer need the broker. The trader needed a worker. Okay. Can I not sell this amulet? Alright. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well. We keep working on figuring out. We got a petition. What is this? The cult of pandering is. They want a temple. Built and furnished for the new position appointed by you. A priest for the cult of pondering. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, pause. Let's go down here and do a bit more mining. Go, we'll do that. And they want a temple. All right. So we'll give them a nice temple over here. One, two, three, four, five. There we go. Here's your temple. Cool. Let's get our miners to work. All right, let's see what we can do here. Where's my miner? Oh, my miner is still working on that. I really need more miners. Hold on. Yeah, why don't you all add mining to your stuff as well? Woodcutters, that's fine. Hunters. Planter, you should be planting. Fisher dwarves, you should definitely be fishing. Plant gatherers. Yeah, you should be doing that. There we go. When you're not planting. Stonecutter. Yes. Expert engraver. Novice engraver, just so they get practice. Hauling, I'm not going to assign anything. Orderlies. You should definitely be doing that. And I'm not going to worry about siege operations. There we go. Okay. There. Alright. That should get us a few more miners. I need... modify this work order. Okay, let's go back to this. Go into here, work orders, number, and we're just gonna say like 50. Like just constantly make cut gems. There we go. Alright. Let's see here. Can I plant anything yet? Why can I not plant anything? Hold on. Let me get a stockpile. We're just gonna be like, alright, a stockpile here. Let's try that again. A stockpile here. Except, and I just want this for seeds. Where's my seeds? I think it's under food? No. No, no. How do I clear this? No. Custom. Here we go. Food. None. There we go. Alright, so let's go to seeds. Oh. Nope. None. Seeds. Oh. There we go. Got it. Okay. That was the trick. There. Keep forgetting that scroll wheel is not just zoom. Alright, so let's go ahead and harvest all the plants we can get our little dwarven hands on here. I feel like they are just not making enough drinks. Yeah, I have 0 drinks right now. Don't know what is going on here. Alright, so let's go... Keep going the wrong way on that. So let's... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Alright, so let's go on here. Work orders. Let's do like 100. Actually, you know what? You know what? Here, we're just going to cancel this work order. We're just going to go to task. Add new task. Okay, they don't have that. So let's go back to work orders. So, brew drink from plant. Number 50. Yep, 50 was right. Enter. Get this checked daily. Alert. Something has collapsed on the surface. Yeah, it's a tree. Gotcha. Alright, so let's get down here. Perfect. So let's pause. I need a door. Actually, I don't know if I need a door for this. Hold on. Can I just do... temple? Alright, so you want a temple to... It requires a temple and a priest. Approve. Okay, so now... meeting area. We want this one. Yep. Accept. Then... if there's a way for me to assign a new or existing location to the zone. New temple. Then they wanted the Cult of Pondering. There we go. Okay. Done. There we go. Is that good for you guys? We go. Alright, they seem fine with that. Alright. Now labor. Let's pause that. Do I have to give them like a priest? Or anything? Doesn't look like it. Labor. Kitchen, it's fine. Stone use, fine. Standing orders. Just look at that. Tasks. Creatures. Rats, livestock, others, dead, missing, deceased. lost some of our yaks. Good to know. Eating area of the fair church. Okay, cool. Farm plots. How do I get more seeds for this? And how do I get these to plant? Can I get them to, like, not bring stuff here? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I got the tree fell. Has created a masterpiece. Bed. Amulet. Nice. Got some more. Wow, our population's gone up. Okay. Alright, so let's come down here. We gotta make more beds. More bedrooms. So let's see here. There we go. Gotta get some more bedrooms. Alright, there we go. And what I think we'll do is we'll come across over here. That way. Come on. Let's fix that. There we go. That way we can get some more bedrooms put in. There we go. Alright, let's get all that going. What's this? That's jade clusters here. Actually, let's cancel that. Let's go to mining. Let's do... Where's the auto? So auto, only ore and gems. There we go. All right. There we go. Gonna have them cut out these ores and gems here. That way we can keep on top of our needs here. And then what we can do is we'll come back, build some construction. Wall. What we can do is we can do that, and we'll just make this out of shale blocks. Do the same thing here. Shell block. And then when they mine that out, we'll do the same thing there. Because I gotta keep feeding gems to my gem dwarves. There we go. What's that? Let's platinum them all. So let's do that again. I want that platinum. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ourselves another workshop. Do furnaces. I'm going to pause real quick. Get a wood furnace. And we'll just make it out of shale blocks. Let's go. More workshops, furnaces. It's kiln for making clay objects. Magma, kiln, smelter. Make metal bars from ore here. And make that out of shale as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mine out a spot over here, I think. Yeah, so we'll mine out a little spot over here next to these. There we go. Come on, mine. All mine. There we go. And this will be stockpile area. And we'll even go ahead and mine it like this, like we're just going to complete it. So that way they can go around whichever way they need to. Perfect. And then let's see here. We also need to get ourselves a metalworking dwarf, so a metalsmith. Forge weapons and armor. Yeah. So we'll get ourselves a metal dwarf right here. There's our iron anvil. And we'll just use shale blocks. Beautiful. And then we have a jeweler, don't we? We'll have a mechanic. We have craftsbow, a crafts dwarf. What about cloth? You know what we don't have? We don't have a leather worker's shop. And we don't have loom. And let's see here, what else we don't have? A clothes shop. Yep, that's the other one we need. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. All right, let's get that all done. So let us make that footwear that the guy wants for the next trade session. What is this yak doing down here? Hold on. Eating spots. Yeah, don't show that again. That's fine. All right. I have another yak just wandering around. All right. It's all of the not like dogs go in there, and same with like the chick. Like the cat and the dogs can wander around, but the rest of you need to stay here in the animal pen, please. Alright, so the other thing we're gonna do now, I think, is we're gonna build some walls. I think we're gonna build a wall. And we're gonna go up like, I think, to here. And we're just gonna say like shell blocks. See. Actually, yeah, we're just gonna cancel. We're gonna cancel. All right. Where are my seeds? Why do I have 0 seeds? Do I need to like be mining down here? Is that what's going on? Hold on. Let me try something. Let's do all. Gonna dig this out a little bit here. I'm just gonna go to like there. Oh, I just realized we got some holes in the ground here. Hold on. Yeah, we do. Hold on. Let me build some floors. Nope, that's not what I want. Build. Nope. Build. Construction. Floor. Shale, please. Then some more shale, please. Shale. Shale. I feel like that's also a hole in the ground. Any other holes in the ground? That's the problem with cutting down these trees. It's causing holes in the ground. Yep. Open space. Another shale pebbles. Open space. Alright, let's see here. Any more random open space around here? Because that's a real problem. Ah, there's some right there. So I tried to look to see if I see any more. I think we've gotten all the open space. Cool. Still trying to figure out why I'm not getting... Alright, so what do we have here? Oh, brown jasper. Nice. So let's go ahead and do auto on the jasper. There we go. You do have to be careful about doing this whole, like, you know, mine out the ores up here because we could mine into the river, which would be bad. See, like down here, we've got water there. We don't want to mine anymore there. There's we can mine that though. What's this? Like, low. What do we have here? Jasper cluster. Nice. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Because what I want to do is I want to mine this out. Going this way. Because I think I can build some farming space in here. And what we'll do... Yeah, so let's do that. No, it's not. Let's see here. Build workshops, farming, farm plots. So if I do like this, yeah, I've seen a lot of people doing this for some reason. I think it's so that you can, like, you know, rotate your crops. See? Okay, yeah, so this I can plant. So we'll do cave wheat. Cave wheat. Dimple cups. Dimple cups. Pigtails. Pigtails. Plum helmets. And quarry bushes. There we go. Alright. Yep, so that was the whole problem. So I just not try to plant underground. Alright, so then let's get a stockpile going. So I'm going to do all of this to be stockpiled over here. Yep, except that's going to be an all stockpile. Let's pause for a second, because I also need to lay out some more furniture. So beds, I need a bed here. Just whatever. Actually, we'll just use whichever is closest. And then we'll do the same with doors. Yeah, use closest. And then we'll do that. And then here we're going to do constructions. We're going to do wall. Nope, not use closest. Cancel. 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 Now let's try that. All right. Oh, please. There we go. And we just want shale blocks. And shale blocks. There we go. Now we will go back to our furniture. Doors, I mean. Door, use closest. Oh, we're out of doors. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna let them get all that done. Something explains why my farming was going so poorly. Yeah, so zoom out a little bit. That'll make it easier. Work order. Add work order. Charcoal. Cool. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. This one. Work order. Add. Make charcoal. Say 50. Just check it monthly. There we go. Let's see here. What order do I have? Let me go to task. Add tasks. Add task. Oh. Add task. Weed thread and cloth. Weave. All right. Oh. Can I not make thread? Okay. Let's pause this real quick. Gonna make some more bedrooms. Multiple. Yeah. All of these are gonna be bedrooms here. That's a bedroom as well. These are all bedrooms. There we go. Done. Alright, so that should help with some of the flooring. Cool. Why can I not make bars? Oh, make bars from make coke. Melt metal objects. Melt. Alright. Can we do smelt? Say 20. Let's check that daily. Because let's check my inventory here. Cleaning orders, kitchen, hold on. Manager, nobles, labor, tasks, note places, clones, workshops. What is this? Labor. I have a manager. Oh, I don't have a bookkeeper. That's why. I need a bookkeeper. So let me go up here. Can I, like, delete these? Yeah, let's just remove. There we go. Alright, so let's get another office going here. So let's go ahead and mine out this little section. And we'll go over this way a little bit. And then we're going to get, like, a bookkeeper's office right there. There we go. And let's come back over here to my stoneworker. And we're going to go to work orders. We're going to add... Nope. That one. Nope. Work order. Add. Table. Rock table. And we're going to say do this. No, 10's fine. 10's fine. 10. Yep. And we're going to say check that daily. Actually, monthly's fine. And we're going to come back in here. We're going to add one more. And we're going to say row. Yep, 10 is fine. Monthly. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add a door. There we go. Beautiful. Then furniture, table, and oh, don't need chairs. He's working on that. Oh, he's working on it. All right. Oh, we got some more open spaces here we need to fill in. Constructs, floor. We're going to select that. So, there. Give me some shale blocks. There. Shale blocks. Any more open spaces there? I'm not seeing any. Alright. Looks like all of them. We can also get rid of this. Just delete that stockpile in. We're not gonna keep anything there. There we go. Oh, what happened to my water? What's going on here? Snow-covered brook. Oh, okay, it's just filled in. Rotten fish. Nope. Uh-oh. One of our workers has been found dead. How did he die? Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. So let's go down a level. Let's mine out here. So we're gonna do that. And then what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna need to make basically a little catacombs type thing. So we'll come down here, and I think we'll go out this way a bit. And then we can go off this way to make our little individual tombs for our dwarves. There we go. Because apparently if you don't bury them after they die like that, they become ghosts. And your other dwarves become really unhappy when they get haunted by the ghosts. So just something good to know. There we go. So let's go back up a level. Let's come here, and we're going to add a task. Make rock coffin. Let's go up. That needs to be a priority. That's priority. I'm gonna go to work orders. We're gonna make one for rock coffin, and we're just gonna be like, yeah, just repeat that one, like, just check it monthly. It's fine, you know. All right, now let's go downstairs. Cool, they've gotten that mostly done. Doors, use closest, it's fine. So we're gonna put in like just a couple doors here. That's fine too. What's this? Bauxite. Good to. Oh, here we go. We got some sapphire clusters over here. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna get those sapphires. There we go. What's this? White jade. Okay, yeah, we'll get that too. And we got some ruby clusters too. Oh man. Get the hematite too while we're in here. There. I'm just gonna mine all that up. All right. Now let's also go ahead and put some furniture in. Burial. Okay, so we only have one coffin, but that's fine. We'll get that down here. There we go. Alright, cool. Pause. And tomb. We're just gonna go. Boop. There we go. Good. So it's already found the guy. It's already been assigned. He'll come bury him, and he won't turn into a ghost and drive everybody crazy. Sham. And a lot of lignite. So lignite is a coal, by the way. It's a type of coal. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into building, construction, wall, select. So we're going to go here, and we'll just go cinnabar blocks. Same with here. Cinnabar blocks. That way it'll look kind of similar, kind of match everything up. I think our woodcutter had a tree fall on him. If I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what happened there. We have here pyrite clusters. There we go. The other little crystals and things sticking out. Not seeing any. There we go. What is this? That's a nice one. That's a problem. So let's fix that real quick. And we'll just go with shale blocks. We'll do the same thing here. Shale blocks. Because we don't want any water coming in here. Beautiful. Okay. Because that's ice, so that means we mined into the river, apparently. That would have been problematic. Alright, what's going on here? Get some dimple cups. Yep. Try and keep the plants growing, because we are definitely having a problem with our still here. Order. What's up with this? You know what we did? What it is? We don't have enough barrels. Let's add another work order here. Need barrels. Barrel. And I'll just check that monthly. There we go. That's that. Troops. Alright. I need another office. Hold on. Furniture. Chair. It's a lot to manage this game. That's fine. Perfect. And then, once I get that installed, we can assign a bookkeeper, and then we'll have, like, actual counts of how much stuff we have. It's crazy, I know. Alright. Office. Fantastic. Done. Click on it. We're going to add... Well, first things first. I have to add a bookkeeper. Bookkeeper. Doables. Bookkeeper. Where's our proficient record keeper? The farmer. This farmer is apparently good at that. Perfect. Good farmer. And stocks all counts accurate. Alright, so good. He's going to keep a very accurate count. Beautiful. Good farmer. Congratulations. You get this office. Is that enough? You happy with that office? Yes, you are. Beautiful. Okay. So when you're not counting, you could be doing bookkeeping. Can we add a new task? We don't need that. This one. Make coke from... So let's see here. What can I smelt? Smelt. I have limonite. I have... So I've got him smelting magnite. I don't have malachite. Native copper. I do have native platinum, I believe. Say repeat daily. And then let's also add one more. We're going to add one more work order here. Make coke. Repeat daily. There we go. Alright. That should keep them nice and busy. Now the main problem is we need drinks. What's up with this? Come on, I need y'all making drinks. My dwarves need need drinks. How are we doing on wood, actually? I still got plenty of wood. Alert, what's up? Has assumed the position of expedition of... Okay. Oh, why? Oh! Our dude died. Another dude died. Yeah, I think we're gonna die, because we don't have enough drinks, folks. Well, let's, yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. So let's get some more doors and hatches here. Oops, this is fine. Okay, there we go. What about burial stuff? Alright, well. Yep, this is the end of this. Because I've lost like 10. I had 17 dwarves. I've lost like 10 dwarves now. Oh goodness. They're all just dropping like flies. Oh goodness. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of this run. They're just dropping dead down here. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Oh. So there we go, folks. Looks like my first run ever, like truly getting into Dwarf Fortress, ends in death for everybody. But you know what? One of the mottos for this game is losing is fun. Yeah, they're just dropping dead. One of them's just been missing for a week, so they assumed he's dead. I haven't seen so-and-so for a week. Yeah, yeah, well. We're down to 2 dwarves. I don't think we're gonna make it. Okay. A lot of lessons learned here. For example, make sure you stay on top of, you know, having food and drink. I'm just gonna see if these two die. They seem a little unhappy. I mean, I definitely had an interesting playthrough going here. I do think I need to probably dig down a little bit more. Because this whole, like, trees knocking holes in the ceiling thing is kind of annoying. So I'm gonna have to figure out, yeah, there goes. Yeah, it's not good. Okay, and we're down to 1 dwarf. A key has stolen a pigtail rope. Well, it withered. Save return tile. Save to this timeline. Yep. There we go. So basically, it'll save that abandoned fortress on the map. If I start a new fortress, that'll be a place on the map. Alright. So let's see here. Nope. Let me go back. How do I go back? So world name. No. Start a new game in an existing world. Legendary universe. This is the one we were playing in. We're gonna start over again, folks. Because, you know, we lost. That happens, though. Alright, so we're gonna do new fortress. Asking a few things to get things ready. We're gonna skip the tutorial this time. It's okay. Alright. So let's find the embark location. Let's see here. I do want a river, soil. I'll go some. Yes. Iron, gold, silver. I want all the resources I can get here. Yes, all of those. Some flux. Begin. Alright, so it's searching for areas that meet my kind of requirements here.
Alright, 1 second. 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 1 second.
we could start doing these frozen tundras. That'd be rough. All right. So second fortress of the evening. We're gonna figure out where we want to start from here. And welcome along to chat, folks. All right. So let's see here. Let's choose a starting civ. The Hopeful Gears. Yeah, I like the Hopeful Gears. These guys sound good. And let's zoom in here a little bit. If I can remember how to do that. Nope. Whatever. Okay. We'll just figure it out from here. So that's a little close to settlements here. I kind of like this over here. That looks pretty good. Actually, this might not be too bad over here, too. So we're a little close over there. Let's go... So we're close to human settlements over here. Yeah, let's do this. We got a nice little mountain area here. So we got some options. There's lots of mountains there. Not a lot of trees, though. So let's go... I want to try this one. Did it select? Embark. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Now we get to select. You have selected an area with light aquifer. Water may need to be pumped out or carried away. What about this one? What's this got? Light aquifer. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back here. Let's clear / find results. Find embarkation locations. So let's go aquifer heavy. And let's also go... I get like trees? Is there an amount of trees I can get? Well, let's try that. Let's do it again. Definitely changing my options here. Over here, though, might not be too bad. But we are right next to that weird thing there. A lot of elves over here. A lot of elves in this area. Okay, so let's choose our origin civilization. Hopeful Gears, Wayward Ore, the Wooden Table, the Famous Crafts. Where are they at? So the Famous Crafts are over here. Kind of like that. And so if we come over here, that's not too bad. Let's back up a little bit. So, shallow clay, deep soil, like light aquifer, though. Iron, gold, silver. So it's got all the stuff I want. Neighbors. Hostile. A day's travel northeast. That's a lot of goblins. Yeah, we'll try it, though. Yeah, I know that it might be difficult to obtain in here. That's fine. Okay, so start immediately. Default equipment. Enemies off. We'll leave enemies normal. Economy normal. We could prepare carefully or go with the default. Alright, chat. I know I got a few of you out there. What do you say? Prepare carefully or start with default? It's my second ever base that we're trying here. So... I'm gonna give you all about 5 seconds to respond. Okay, we're gonna go with play now, I think. We'll just start with what we get. Take whatever we get. Dwarven outpost. Yeah, okay, so standard start. Alright, there we go. Okay, so it started off just next to the hill here. So let's zoom out a little bit, see what we got. So we have water over here. Ooh, didn't want to go down. There we go. I wonder if I can reverse that. Like, I get the reasoning, but I kind of want to reverse that. Looking at this hillside here. I'm kind of deciding if I want to cut into the mountain. I do kind of want to cut into the mountain. I think that could be fun here. Alright, so let's try that. So let's zoom back in a little bit here. Get our mining tool. And we're going to do mine everything. Can I do this? No. Can I do... Actually, no. Well, no, I don't know. Dig a ramp. Dig a channel. Dig a stairwell and it's all going up or down. Can I do this? Can we do that? Does that work? Yeah, they're trying. Okay, so that does work. Alright, so we're going to pause there for a second. So what kind of... This is a silt loam cavern floor. Alright, so if I go up a level... Good. Okay, so we can work with that. So we're going to go in a little bit. And then what we're going to do... is we're going to mine that out. We're going to build... This is going to be like a little barracks type room here. For the future. This is all like future planning here. So we've got conglomerate caverns floor. And then we're going to go down this way some. Yeah, we're going to go over here a bit. We'll just do 2 wide on this one. Alright, so we're going to go into here. Entrance there, there, and there. So my goal is that we're going to turn this into like farm / kitchen land up here because it's loam, right? That should be fertile, I would think. Alright, so let's also go... We're going to go over here and make a little narrow gap here. And then we'll mine out like a little 5 by 5 here. And then kind of my concept is that's where our central staircase going down will actually be. Alright, so let's get the rest of these folks doing something here. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. The rest of y'all could be doing something, like gather up all these plants out here. Like, do something. There we go. Yeah. Zoom in. There we go. Still getting used to zoom buttons here. Alright, so we got hematite there, which is an iron ore, I believe. Dog is fighting. The river otter is fighting. Why are y'all fighting a river otter? What did the poor river otter do to you? I mean, butcher the river otter, but we'll get to that. Alright, let's go back to our mining here. So we've got a bunch of loam here. Come on, finish. There we go. What is this over here? That's clay. That's interesting. So that's clay over there. So that's clone, silt. These look the same almost. Fascinating. So I know we should be able to like mine clay in this area. So what I might do is I might go over here and set up like a little clay pit type thing. So we still got more silt and loam here. So let's do another, like just pass through right here, and then we'll do like another big area to kind of expand our farming options there. And now let's build some workshops. For farming, we're going to want a butcher. There we go. So do butcher, conglomerate. And then we're going to want a kitchen. Where's my kitchen? There's my kitchen. Yeah, kitchen, conglomerate. Actually, let's cancel that one. Cancel that one. I didn't like the placement of that one. So let's go back into here. Workshops, farming, butcher. There's that one. Conglomerate's good. And we're going to go build a still. So the still can go right there. What is this button? Oh, I'll figure that out later. Farming. So we've got a still. We definitely need a tanner, but we can put that like across the street over here. A fishery would be good. So we have kitchen, still, butcher. Farmer would be good because that'll let us work with livestock. Oh, so that's where you make thread, is the farmer. Got it. Good to know. Okay. I missed all that the first time. So we'll put our fishery, our fisher farmer, our fisher dwarf in here as well. I should have expanded this out a little bit more. You know what we can do to expand this out a little bit more? I got this. We're going to, well, no. So we're going to cancel this one. Yeah, cancel that. And then we're going to mine this out here. And that will be our support column there. And then let's go over here. And we're going to get a big area, and this is going to be like for our chickens and stuff over here. And then we're going to set up a zone out here. It's going to be a pasture. We're going to go like right here, we'll say. There we go. Yep, got it. Okay. Accept, and for you, you're going to get the llamas, the yaks, the bull, yep. Good, good, good. And then what else we're going to do here, let's get some trees cut down. So let's go ahead and cut some trees. There's like one tree there. Let's get that tree. We'll get these trees. Not a lot of trees over here on this map. There we go. There's trees. And then let's get a stockpile zone. Where do we want our stockpile zone for now? We'll just put it in... We'll put it up here for the moment. That'll be our wood stockpile for now. There we go. Let's get that going. Actually, let's go into our labor here as well. We're sitting there thinking about it. And miners. Are you really my only miner? Oof. Oof. Okay. Wood cutting. Just you. Fisher dwarf. Just you. Wow. Planter? You're a planter. There we go. Plant gathering. I don't really have anyone who's super good at that. I do have a novice engraver. Congratulations. Stonecutter and there. Okay. Well. Interesting. Let's add a new work detail. We're going to call this cooks. All right. And we're going to edit. No, what is it? Here we go. And they're going to do our not healthcare, not animal care, farming. Okay, so fishing, metalworking. I thought it was under farming. Blacksmithing, armory, crafts. Nope. Tool crafting, engineering, hauling. Nope. Cleaning. Nope. Where is cooking? Am I just blind? I feel like I'm blind. Well, there's cheese making. So up there it is, cooking. I'm just blind. All right, there we go. And yeah, we'll also go ahead and add brewing on there as well. That should be fine for now. Cool. Done. And who's our cooks? What about this dwarf? Hey, let's go to creatures. Where's my farmer? Let's look at you here real quick. Alright. Efficient planter. He's a good record keeper. Dabbling herbalist. Okay. What about this guy? Skilled miner, adept, skilled appraiser. So you're going to be my broker. Got it. What about this person? Carpenter, grower, herbalist. Okay. You. Mason, stonecutter, engraver, herbalist. Alright. I think we already looked at this guy. Didn't we? No. Herbalist, stonecrafter. Okay. You're just good at fishing. Got it. Okay. That's what you do. And you were the one we looked at. Alright. And this guy. Organizer. Okay, so I don't really have any, like, just skilled cooks. So labor menu. Cook. I guess you're... Yeah, I guess you'll be pulling double duty for now. Same with you for now. Alright, there we go. Then the other thing I want to do, actually, real quick. Let's set up a fishing area. So my fisher dwarf can keep providing the foods. There we go. Fishing area. Accept. There we go. Cool. Alright. Now, what did I want this for? This was going to be... Alright, this is going to be my little clay collecting area. Pit pond. Nope. Sand. Clay. There we go. Cool. All right. That way we have a place to collect clay for the future. I need you to finish mining this out over here. Having just one mining dwarf is problematic. Alright. Let's do this and task. Butcher animal. Yep. There we go. Any other tasks? No. There you go. Alright. Kitchen. Add task. Prepare a lavish meal. There we go. That way they're always happy. Still add task. What does extract from plants do? Anyone know what extract from plants does? Does that, like, make drinks? Or is it just, like, they're harvesting useful materials from the plants? I'm curious now. Alright, I'm just going to leave it on and see what he does. Okay. I'll prepare fish. It looks like I don't even have to ask the guy to do that. It looks like that dwarf just went ahead and assigned that job to himself. Perfect. Alright, so then I wanted to build this area up here as another pasture. So let me go into here. Let me pause real quick. Pasture / pin. We're going to do another one in here. Yep, that's fine. Except, and we're going to assign some animals to that. And that's going to be for our chickens and birds. There we go. Cool. And then we're going to get plants down here, I think. Go ahead and add another general mining order here. There we go. Come on, dwarves. Need y'all to, like, keep working on stuff here. Where'd my miner go? Miner? Where you at? Where'd my miner go? They like saving something? Tasks. Miner. Creatures miner. No job currently. What do you mean there's no job currently? I have plenty of work for the miner to be doing. There we go. There we go. That'll keep us in drinks. Now if I can just get my miner back to work. Where are you? What are you doing? You're storing stuff in stockpiles. I need you to focus on mining. Rotten. Okay, it's already rotten. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I thought I could get to that otter before it rotted. I unfortunately could not. Okay, well, let's go ahead and tell them to gather up some more plants here. Except that's not all ready. There we go. I know what that is. Anything down here ready for them to harvest? Yeah, there's some stuff down here ready for them to harvest. I just need... There, good. My miner's finally back to work. I'm wondering where she ran off to. I think it was a she. Minor? Yeah. I think. Yep. There we go. Okay. What was that? Alright. That's what I want. Build, workshops, farming. We want farm plots. And I want those to be like here. And I'm doing this way just because that's what I've seen other people do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and build a stockpile right here. So I'm going to stockpile. I can click the buttons. There we go. Accept. And you're going to be custom. Food, seeds, all done. Cool. There we go. All right. Okay, once you get this little tri-space area mined out. Alright, actually, there's one other thing I need to do. Zones. Animal pin. In this area. I want my cats. Good cats. And you know what? The dogs can stay in there too. For now. There we go. Stairs. There we go. And I kind of want this. No, that's down. I want down. There we go. We're going to go down just like, say, 10 layers. That way we have lots of space down that we can go. Look for ores and build out. Because I kind of want our main industrial area to be down. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and do auto mining. Because I kind of want this hematite. There we go. What's this? Conglomerate, well, I don't care about. What's this? I don't want the tree roots either. Okay. What's going on here? Still. Words, tasks, new tasks. Drink from plant. Repeat. Come on. Keep me in brewing, please. There's no stairs. I feel like I'm missing some stairs. Is anyone else noticing that it looks like there's no stairs on elevation 5? Oh, there's water there. That's a problem. Hold on. Trying to figure out what's going on with this floor down here. It says it's underwater, so let's see what that does. There, wow. Oh, good lord, that was a big hematite thing. Rough hewn porcelain roll. That is a huge thing of hematite. At least we have lots of ore. Oh, we've got coal too. That also explains why my miner is super busy right now. There we go. Alright. I need you all to work on getting drinks for me, please. Sword of flies. There are flies in my house. Alright, so we need dimple cups there. Plump helmets there. Furry bushes. And sweet pods, please. There we go. Alright. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make this a stockpile room for now. Just to give the other dwarves something to do. Except, yeah, just throw stuff in there for now. I need this miner to finish up. Do I have more miners I can assign here? Not really. Here, when you're not doing that, do mining, please. Actually, let me go back into my division of labor here. I'm going to turn this one off, just so that any dwarf will handle it. Yeah, there we go. Everybody does this. That way, maybe they'll stay on top of it a little bit. Okay. Still trying to figure out what's going on with level 35. It looks weird down here. Come on. There's a snail in there. And a louse. Can I expand? Repaint? Accept. And I want to repaint this zone as well. Accept. There we go. There we go. That should hopefully keep the cats and dogs a little more room to run and chase the mice and things. Alright, where are my miners at? Miners? What are y'all doing? Creatures. Preparing a raw something. In stockpile. Store and stockpile. So they're storing stuff, and one of them's like preparing a fish or something? I don't know. I'm gonna need y'all to work on this whole drink situation. Let's see here. Extract from plants. Planting? Okay. Yep. Farm plot. Yep, got it. Plant helmets. Yep. Extract from plants. Where is that? Let's see here. Pop up nibbles. Nope. Food sources, survival. Happiness and stress. Okay, build workshops. If you have no suitable plants, you may try gathering. Number of drinks, rations, seen at time. Designate a water source from the zones menu at a river pond. You want one of these anyway. Okay, hold on. Water source. There we go. Accept. There we go. Alright, y'all about done mining over here? There's a lot of coal up here. That's a huge coal vein. Okay. My goodness, that is a huge coal vein. Finally. Alright. At least we found a bunch of gems, but let's go downstairs. There's a whole bunch of water right here. Where are my miners at? Did I just like mine into water? Is that what happened here? Okay, so let's go up here and mine out another little down area here. Where are you guys at? Okay, there they come. So yeah, so apparently that's just all water down there. Alright, what about if we go down here? Let's cancel that. Let's go up level. Back to mining, stairs. So what if we do like that? See what happens there. Let's just also cancel these here. Why do I feel like this is mined? Yep. Did I just mine down into an aquifer? That's what it seems like. Okay. Let's try... Let's go back this way a little bit. Let's just go like to here. Good lord. I'm gonna have to fill these in. These mine holes are not gonna work out well for us. Cancel these stairs here. As we've mined into water. There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can mine stairs down over here. Okay. Hold on. Let's cancel. There you go. Alright. Keep mining the wrong direction. I keep forgetting that scroll back is down. Alright, let's try that one. Let's see if this doesn't drop us into a on the ground. Alright. Into a bunch of water. And the verdict is... Aha! There we go. So these two are fine. Those are not. Let's do that. Go. Is there some way for me to, like, deconstruct stairwells? Designate floor walls and other structures to be removed by miners. So also designate all stairwells and ramps. Actually, can I just, like, build floors over these? The cat is sneezing at us. So can I just do, like, this? Oh, apparently I can. There we go. Conglomerate. 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 There we go. We're just going to fill those in. There we go. It's taking us a bit to figure out where we can mine. But let's go up this way. Because I guess we've got an aquifer there, so that's going to be a problem. There we go. Not sure how we're going to deal with that aquifer. Does mean we could build like a well, though, right? So, for example, if we come into here and go to constructions, machine/fluids, like a well. So, like if we did this. Needs an open space. Okay, so we need to do like, how do I do that? Build, construction, not a bridge, paved road, great. Education wall doors, nope. Furniture, nope. Is it salt smoothing? Dig a channel, dig a ramp. I don't mind like a layer down. Does that work? Okay, so now it looks like if I wanted to, say, build a well, needs blocks. Okay, so there we go. All right, cool. So let's do mine all. And then let's come over here. Wow, this is really high end ore down here. So we're going to come over here and do like that. And then we're going to go like this. 9 by 9. So let's go over 2 more. 3 more. There we go. We'll do that. And let's see how that goes. I hope I don't run into an aquifer. I'm gonna find out if I'm gonna drown out a base system. It's midsummer, so we've got to really work on our food production here. So cave wheat. Pigtails. There's still sweet pods there. Drinks are really going to start becoming a problem soon. Keep trying to get some food here. It's also, can I build like a small bridge? I could build a bridge of that, but I don't want to yet. All right. So what we'll do is we'll build like a workshop area over here, actually. So go down like that, and then we'll do this. 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we'll do that. That way it connects through. And then for storage, we'll connect over to here, I think. And then we'll dig this out a bit more to be a nice storage area. And we'll dig up like another one. And we'll just put in a couple little gaps there. 1, 2, 3. Just widen that up, make it even. There we go. That way we can get some more conglomerate stone, get them doing stuff. I can get my workshops built. This has been a real learning experience for me, folks. Because, first off, we ran into an aquifer down here. Let's see here, we got some more loam here. What has happened here? Why have they not mined this? Why have they not mined? Oh, it's water. Okay, so we need to cancel those. So that's more water over there. Alright. Maybe what we should do is go on and dig up. So let's do this. Alright, we're going to go down a couple layers here. Do that. Gonna fix that. Alright. That should produce enough conglomerate for them to finish building this. What are my dwarves doing? Okay, they've got food. They have some seeds. Plants, other. Why do we not have, like... Why are we not making drinks, folks? What's going on here? Alright. I need an office. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go here. There we go. Get some migrants. Okay, so untamed thing. Somebody's fighting. Alright. So let's also do... Let's go up this way a bit more, if we can. I kind of want to go over this way some. I think. There we go. Let these people get this done. Still trying to figure out why they're not building this. Come on. Finish up digging out my stockpile room, please. I'm gonna finish. Yeah, I got all the conglomerate stone. Okay. Why did they become an expedition leader? What's going on here? Creatures. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, if we go down a level, I need them to actually prioritize this here. There you go. Prioritize that for me, folks. And then let's also get into here and build a workshop. Workshop. I want a nice stone. Where's my stone guy? Stone. Stone cutter. Good lord. Right there. Just in front of me. I'll go right there. Conglomerate. Beautiful. And then we'll also build a craft dwarf. Crafts workshop. Conglomerate, please. Okay. Now let's set up his office. So he has to have a door. Hey, goodness. What is going on with these dwarves? Places. Okay, let's cancel that. This aquifer thing is super up. Oh, they're mining it now. Still aquifer. Good lord. Alright, so you can't mine down there. So that's all aquifer down there again. Got aquifer there. Wow, okay. Go stairs down here, maybe? Man. This heavy aquifer thing's rough. I should have gone with light aquifer. Oh. We can go down here. Finding all kinds of stuff, though. Alright, so let's cancel that. Alright. Okay, I need some of those doors, please. I need a table. And I need a throne. There we go. You get to work on that. Let's see here. Just make shell crafts indefinitely. And let's add a new one. And we'll make rock crafts. I'll just say, yeah, that's fine. Indefinitely for now. We'll turn that off eventually. Okay. Working on making the rock doors. Good. And then we're going to add a new task called make rock blocks. And that's going to be indefinitely. Just so we have lots of blocks. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Get a furnace. Gonna need... Although there's a grim reminder of the winter hardships. Okay, so basically, we have nothing to trade because it took me so long to get this place up and running. Do a wood furnace down here. let's go ahead and get a jeweler here as well, because it's not going to do us any good now, but alright. And the other thing we're going to need is a trade depot. Where's my trade depot? Trade depot. Just put you right out here, because we can. There you go, trade depot, right there. Merchants need a trade depot. Yep, got it. We're working on it. I do need to sign a broker, though. Broker, congratulations. You will be the persuader, skilled appraiser. Okay, there we go. Do I have anything to sell of value? I have an amulet. Alright. I have some wool bags and stuff. Barrels. Nope. Shells. Cool. Yeah. Nope. Buckets. Chains. Cloths. Crowns. Yeah, we'll sell the crown. Garage. Doors. Earrings. Nice. So we actually have a few things. But we're going to probably finish this trade and then probably call this there. Let's go over rough gems. We have some rough gems. There we go. Splints. Tables. Not going to sell my thread or my tools or my weapons. Alright. Well, you don't have a lot to trade. They brought their stuff. We're bringing our fairly rough amount of stuff. It's not going to be very useful. Okay, well, we got some migrants. Isn't that nice? We're up to 13. That's cool. Alright, do we have any other stuff that isn't here? Let's see here. Bags, nope. Because these shells are just not worth anything. Boulders, buckets, cloth. Just making sure we've not missed anything. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and trade. If we sell them everything we've got, we have 150 trade value. That is kind of pathetic on our part. Can we even get anything? No, they have some seeds. Black sand. I think they have seeds. Sand, no. Pigtail, no. Dimple cup spawn. So there we go. Grab that. White sand, rock nuts. Plant helmet spawn. These are expensive. Pigtail seeds. Now they have some plump helmets. Can we take the plump helmets off your hands? Alright, so that might be a little much. What about these strawberries? Alright, letting us have the strawberries. Raspberries. So raspberries is too much. Got anything for cheaper we can have? Particularly food-wise or drink-wise? Let's go up to the drinks. Drinks? Got any drinks we can have? I get some barrels. They have some milk. Horse's milk. For $20. That's... Alright. Not gonna say no, but not gonna say yes either. I think we're just gonna have to go with that. Trade. Ah, wonderful. Thank you for your business. Yeah, I probably gave you too much for all that. Yep. Goodbye. Diplomacy. I'm your liaison. Okay, there's much to share. We will want seeds. Yes. Drinks, maybe? Drinks. Sure. And then... Not sure what else we might want. Let's just say done with that. There we go. Okay, that's the import agreement. Yep. Let's discuss what we're willing to offer for your craftsmanship. There's a need for powder and drinks as expected. If you're able to provide some, they'll pay us extra. Okay. Like, I can't even get my own drinks ready. But alright, folks. This has been Dwarf Fortress, and I think we're going to stop here for now. Yeah, we don't need a trader at the depot anymore. Because we've already sold them and everything and couldn't get anything else. So, I think this is going to be it for this episode. I'm not sure this fortress is going to work out too well, considering we've got just, like, so much water below us. It's making it really hard for us to get down to the next levels. Although we've got also all kinds of stuff on this level here, but it's going to be a rough one. We'll see if we continue this. Thank you all for coming by. This is Thalan McRom playing some Dwarf Fortress and just streaming for a bit. Random, kind of unexpected stream. Thank you all for joining me, for those who came by and viewed, and I hope you all have a wonderful time and have a great day. We'll catch you in the next time.